G'day and welcome to the channel. My name's Mark and today we're detecting in the Goldfields region of Western Australia. Join us today and hopefully we can dig a few nuggets to show you. We'll see you on the first one. Okay, I just got my first target for the day. It sounds pretty sweet. I've dug a couple of bits of rubbish already, but this one sounds alright. I'll give you a bit of a listen. Okay, that target's right on the edge of that root there, and I've swung the coil over the rest of the root to make sure it wasn't the root giving me a signal, but definitely only that target coming from there, so I'll give that a dig and hopefully that's a bit of gold. It sounds pretty good. Okay, she's still in the hole. It doesn't sound too much deeper. Okay, it's out of the hole, but I thought I seen like a 22 shell come out of there, but yeah, we'll have a look and see what we can find. Okay, so it wasn't a 22 shell, it was actually a piece of gold. There it is there. That's probably 0.6, 0.7 of a gram. Yeah, so that's a great little piece and that's a great start to the day. So haven't been detecting for too long this morning, but I only had those two pieces of rubbish. So the third target for the day was a piece of gold, and yeah, a nice little piece at that. So definitely I'll stick around this area here and give it a bit more of a search.
Yeah, I got my first good sounding signal for the day. I'll approach the target with my coil and then I'll show you how I pinpoint my targets. Yeah, this signal really sounds alright. So now that I've got one line in the dirt, I'll move around the target and I'll do it from 4 sides. So the lines in the ground are really only for demonstrational purposes. Once you've got a little bit more practice in pinpointing, you can basically draw imaginary lines. This square here will help us to locate exactly where the target is. So it's got to be in this square here. If it's a surface target or a deeper target, your square might turn out to be bigger when it's a deeper target, but it'll always be in the center of your square. So the target is out of the hole now. I'll use my pinpointing technique again to make it easier. I'll even spread out the pile with my boot here. I'll walk around in a 90-degree angle. With a bit more experience, you'll be a lot quicker to retrieve the targets without drawing 4 lines into the sand. So this technique should be really helpful for beginners in particular, and it works on any metal detector. Once you're chasing coins with a treasure machine, it might be really handy to use a scoop and a pinpointer, for example. But yeah, as a beginner in gold prospecting, it's not really necessary to spend money on a pinpointer if you don't really have it. A pinpointer can be handy in certain situations, but in general, we use the technique of pinpointing with our coils. Oh, first hand! Yes, I can see it! How good! I was hoping it was going to be gold. Cool, so pinpointing definitely helps to locate the targets, retrieve your targets quicker, and then move on to the next target. There is gold in this area amongst the shotgun pellets, and I'll try to find more signals like this one now.
Yeah, so this morning we haven't come far from camp, just detecting around our new camp spot here, and I've come walking down through the bushes up there, and honestly I couldn't swing the detector. There was just trash everywhere, all old timers rubbish by the look of it. But I came down through this little gully here, and I got a little sweet sounding target just there, and I was really expecting a bit of lead shot because it's because of the area that I'm in, and I dug out a nice little piece of gold there, so I'll give you a look at that one. Probably just maybe half a gram or so, but yeah, nice looking little piece. I thought I'd just continue down the gully there, and I've got another nice target just here. I'll give you a listen. Yeah, so that sounds pretty good, but just to give you a bit of an idea of the rubbish, listen to this. Yeah, so a bit of trash around, but yeah, that target sounded pretty good, so we'll give that a dig, see what we can find there. Yeah, so that sounded pretty good. That should be gold, that one. Oh, wow, look at that. That is a nice piece. I could see it there in the pole as I was grabbing handfuls, and yeah, that is a nice little piece. Yeah, that's probably over a gram, that piece, and yeah, nice looking little piece. But yeah, I did smash that one with the pick, unfortunately. Bit of a pick mark in it there, which I don't do very often, but it does happen occasionally. But yeah, that is a nice little piece to find in this little gully here, and it's just trash everywhere here, so very nice to find that in amongst all that trash. You beauty.
Yeah, I'm just working my way along here super slowly because, yeah, first of all, there are quite a few targets around, and I'm picking the quiet ones to increase my chances of digging gold. And second of all, the mineralization in this ground is that high that I keep digging hot rocks and noisy ground as well. So hard conditions here, but there is gold in the area, we know that much. So that's why I'm persisting. I've got a target here now. It's buried underneath those branches there. Okay, I got it. It's not gold, it looks like lead. I'll give it a scratch on my pick here. And yeah, it's bright, shiny, silvery. It's lead. Yeah, this area is not easy to detect. The majority of the targets that I had so far are lead shot pellets. So the tiniest pieces of lead are spread around here everywhere, unfortunately. And yeah, they sound very good on the detector too. Yeah, it's only a matter of time and it'll turn into a nugget, I reckon. Okay, you might have noticed that I've got pink lines on my detector. They help me to pinpoint my targets. I only painted them for demonstrational purposes because I can't see them. They've got little grooves in there. I can't see them just like that. Yeah, the lines point out where the response of the coil is the strongest. That's only that little lead shot that I'm waving over the coil now. And it works the same in the front and in the back. It's got two more lines here in the back, which I didn't paint because I hardly even use them. They're in the same position as the front ones there. And by the way, it works the same on the bottom, of course. So that's how it works with the pinpointing on the Minelab GPZ 7000.
Okay, I just got the next nice sounding target here. I'll give you a bit of a listen. Yeah, so a little bit loud, so it just could be a little bit of rubbish on top, but it had that nice bit of a mellow sound to it, so I'll give that a bit of a scrape, and hopefully that's a bit of gold. Oh, now that's got to be gold. Hey, that's looking pretty good for a bit of gold there. It sounds like it might be a nice piece too. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, there it is. It's probably about a gram. And I've managed to hit it with the pick again. That's a nice little piece. And yeah, it just goes to show that it's a good area here, and I'm not far from camp either. I can still see the camp, so yeah, definitely won't be wandering too far today. You beauty, that's another nice piece. See you on the next one.
Alright, so I'm digging a hole here. It's a good sounding target, and it wasn't under the first few centimeters, so the target is still in the hole. It sounds good. There we go, should be gold this one. Oh, yes, it's gold. Finally. Yeah, it turned out to be a piece of gold, this one. How good. Yeah, it's probably about 0.3 of a gram or so. So definitely not the biggest, but yeah, it's another piece of gold in this area. The gold rubbish ratio out here is maybe not quite what I was hoping for, but yeah, at least 2 pieces of gold out from this spot here. I'll have a closer look around here, and hopefully there will be another one of these floating around. Yeah, also I lost my fly net, so I'm carrying my GPS, so I'll just backtrack, and yeah, hopefully I'll pick it up on the way back to the camp. Bonus, I just spotted my fly net. It's just down in here. That's where I filled in the hole there, and that's where the fly net is. I lost it just here. Yeah, it's so overgrown in places that I pushed through there, and that's where my fly net got stuck. But yeah, I got it back. I think I might need it.
So I've got a bit of a target here. It sounds like it might be a little bit of trash, but I'm in a good spot. Yes, it sounds a little bit trashy, but we'll give it a bit of a scrape there and see what we can find. Yeah, so there it is, the usual staple. You at least have to find 1 or 2 of those a day. Who brings their secretary out in the bush, eh?
I ended up going for a bit of a wander here and ended up in a drain that's coming off the hills there, so all the quartz is breaking down too, and I've got a signal here. So yeah, I'm not 100% convinced because there is a lot of hot rocks around, but I'll dig it out and see what it is. Yeah, that's sounding a bit better, so now I don't think it's a hot rock anymore. I'll dig it out. Oh yeah, now it's coming into this yellow looking soil here. It's sounding better and better. So yeah, it seems like the target is in this yellow soil here, just under this tree root. That's gotta be out now. It's out. That's gold. It's gold. Oh, how nice. Not big, but it's got the right color, and I'm happy about every little one. That's for sure. That's a nice piece. Yeah, I'm absolutely excited about this one because I jumped over the ridges here, and there is gold on the other side as well, so very good. It was only a faint one at the beginning. I'll work my way up this little creek here, and hopefully there will be a few more around. How good! Yeah, detecting is definitely more fun when you're picking up gold, so after digging plenty of rubbish today, I think I deserved that little piece.
Yeah, so I managed to get 5 pieces today, all pretty close to camp and all pretty shallow, so it was pretty easy work today, but we'll have a look at what they weigh. There's some nice looking nuggets there. Yeah, that's a nice piece of 1.8 grams. Oh, 1.5 grams in that one. That's 6, and I managed these 2 little pieces as well. 0.15, 0.3, so both about the same weight. Oh, 4.3 grams, that's a good day. That was a very easy day too. Like I said, they weren't too far away from camp, so very good day. Some nice nuggets there.
Yeah, the gold rubbish ratio today was just horrible. I had heaps of targets. I was able to retrieve the majority of them quite fast because I was able to pinpoint them. Once you know how to pinpoint with your coil, you're a lot quicker to retrieve the targets, and you can move on and look for the next gold nugget out there. If you're struggling doing it with the hands, just use a plastic scoop, for example. So now I'm gonna get the scales out and yeah, weigh up the gold that I got today, but also show you the rubbish I got today. So here they are, my rubbish finds. Of course, the usual lease peg tags. No staples today. And these are my lead targets here. So look at these shotgun pellets. Some of these are really, really small. Yeah, it definitely helps to pinpoint properly, retrieve the target and move on to the next signal. So I ended up with the 3 subgrammers for today. But I'm gonna put them on the scales now and see what they weigh. This one here was the first one I've got. 0.3, it's a bit windy. 0.3 of a gram, 0.3 something. Then I got this one here, and this one here is actually folded over. If you have a close look, it's a nugget that's very, very flat, and forces have folded it over. How cool is that? That's an interesting looking piece, isn't it? So this one here, 0.5 gram in total, and the last little bit, so that's 0.89 for the day.
Okay, we're on the move again. This is only a short trip down to this area, just to check it out for maybe a future trip down here. So I managed 4 grams from those 5 pieces here. We could be back here shortly. Yeah, we're always on the road, so we've got plenty of adventures ahead. So if you want to catch us on the next one, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give us a like. Thank you very much, and we'll see you shortly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm absolutely excited